All right, for Harry.
Yep.
How's it going?
Good.
Eminem doing what Eminem do. I got a string of dance and electronic tracks coming now. Here's Ice MC.
Hey, no problem.
Thank you.
Welcome. Have a good one. You too. Palms away as you lives today. Your palms away and leaves. Today. Palms away. Shia. The fuck, man? We're like. Kids do you need? Shut up. You? Hi there for Shay. Shay, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
to Dead or Alive for that one. Now just 2020's music. Revolution, Revolution.
So. All right, no problem. You too. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the weather. Sexy. One Asian girl, you sexy. £1,000. That's the update. The fucking update sucks. It needs to go back. You need to redo the update. Update. The fuck is a one? Oh. There goes our run. Ah. Getting self-conscious. Ugh. This is no good Sunday. the soul. God gave rock and roll to everyone. He gave his soul to be sung. Gave rock and roll to everyone. God gave rock and roll to everyone. He gave his soul to be sung. Say rock and roll for everyone. Say rock and roll.
I know life sometimes can get its hard, and I know life sometimes can be a drag. But people,
He is lame. And then 3 months later, he signs with the WWE. Wouldn't you call Will Ospreay a sellout?
Yeah, I mean, you would, and you'd be angry, and rightfully so. But then again, like, you grow up and say, man, go be successful. I get
Yeah,
it.
like, you can't kill him for doing it. He is lame. And then 3 months later, he signs with the WWE. Wouldn't you call Will Ospreay a sellout?
Yeah, I mean, you would, and you'd be angry, and rightfully so. But then again, like, you grow up and say, man, go be successful. I
Yeah,
get it.
like, you can't kill him for doing it because, he may have a family to feed and everything else. But at the same time, dude, you made these comments and then you did this. I understand it, but it doesn't mean I have to follow it. All right, we'll continue the conversation when Bishop and I are back right here on Busted Open.
This is Dakota Kai. When you want the very best breakdowns of WWE, there's only one place to go, and that's right here on Busted Open.
Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right. There goes my baby. There goes my heart. They're gone forever, so far apart, but only the lonely
Back here on Busted Open. Dave LaGreca, Bishop Dye. What a great conversation, man.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Also,
And
you told me before the show started that you looked like Roy Orbison at one point. I want to see a picture. It needs to go on Twitter with your Roy Orbison glasses.
I've looked like a lot of things. Like, I've had a lot of looks in my life. Like, I've had the really long hair. I've had the disgustingly huge beard.
I need to see this. Where's all the proof? I want to see you with a big biker beard, because I can't, like ZZ Top-esque. Like, are we getting that big?
No, because that was like kind of cool and groomed. Mine looked like it just like I look like, somebody that just didn't shave. Like, I didn't comb
You were a
it.
Wyatt family member?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Food in there, a couple of crumbs.
Oh, dude, who knows what the hell was in there? And then the long hair when I was in, like when I was in high school,
I had the long hair, the ripped jeans, the leather jacket, the chain
For
hanging
sure.
down. You know, that was my look back then. But I sold out. You know, I sold out.
Don't we all?
Cut my hair, shaved the beard. I'm a complete sellout.
I mean, my hair fell out, so you're one step ahead of me. At least you got to cut it.
Oh, dude, this
I'd
hair,
love to
this
have my
hair,
long hair.
this hair ain't going nowhere, man. Like I have to get my hair cut every 2 weeks because if I don't, I look like the big ragu from Laverne.
Well, I got to
Michael.
shave mine like once a week, or I start looking like an old Amish man. So
Which could be a good gimmick.
we all have our
man.
demons.
Oh man, I mean, it's a good conversation though because I think these are the types of feelings that fans have.
Yeah.
Like
And
when
by the
you-
way, I love that collar. That collar.
Oh,
Was
you? Great caller, you. Yes. No doubt about it. And listen, Paul, our producer, brought this up during the break, like with this show. Like, it started myself and Doug Mortman, two fans talking wrestling, and now it's evolved into this juggernaut, this big brand. And there's fans that still say, man, I wish it was still the Dave and Doug days. But I never made I never said like, this show will never be more than just Doug and I. Things evolve, things change. And I understand that. It's just that when you make certain promises and you stand like on a foundation of something and you get people to rally around it, and then you pull the plug on it, you're gonna get a blowback. And listen, like, and this will be the last time I mention it, but like the band Metallica, like I have no leg to stand on. They're the biggest rock band in the world. They come to like back in the day. I was happy if they're opening for a band in an arena in 1986. Now they play multiple nights in a stadium. Like there's no, I have no leg to stand on in this conversation. It's kind of like what Will Ospreay said in that interview. Like I can't, like the WWE's not for me. I think at times they can be lame, but you got to respect it. Look at this. They're doing stadiums where they're doing 75,000 people. Like how can I say that that's the wrong way to do it when they're selling out stadiums? And I understand where Will Ospreay is coming from.
I mean, and I think that's part of the humility of him and us and other people like that. Like, just because it's not for us doesn't mean it's not good. It doesn't mean it's not successful. It means none of that. Because like you said, Metallica, like what was the rumor a couple of years ago? They're doing, they make $1 million for every show they do. And I'm sure that's times by 10 now, but
yeah,
like that's insane. So, I mean, maybe I'm the asshole because I just don't like them and it's not for me, but they're doing it right. Like you can't knock them for that. And people who love Metallica, hell yeah, good for you.
Yeah, no, it's all good, and it's the same with wrestling. Like if you're an AEW diehard and you love AEW, that is your company. That's awesome. Tout AEW, be like AEW is the best company in the world. Like all respect to the WWE, just not for me. Like back in the day when I wasn't watching the WWF and I was an NWA AWA guy. When I saw Hulk Hogan on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I was like, yes, that's awesome. Because there's a pro wrestler on the cover of Sports Illustrated. When WrestleMania 3 happened and there's 93,000 fans in the stadium, I was like, all right, it's not the company that I love, but yes, like the pro wrestling is breaking the Rolling Stones record for the biggest crowd. Like I think you can appreciate, yeah, you may be an AEW fan, but be thankful for like that the WWE is breaking these records because it makes pro wrestling seem so much bigger to the outside media.
100%, because there are people, especially with WWE, going after all these celebrities and going after all these influencers now. Like that seems to be a thing of theirs to get as many celebs and influencers into it as possible. And so their fans are going to tune in and watch. If someone is on a WWE show and they put on their Twitter, I'm going to be on there. They're going to be in the crowd. Tune in and watch. And people tune in and watch everybody go, I wish it was a little more fast pace. I wish there was a little more action. I wish there was a little more violent, if you will. And then someone just goes, hey, check out AEW. And they're like, what's that? And they tune in and watch, go, now this is my speed. So if one company is doing better, it helps both by proxy, because now someone who's like, I want something a little more edgy than WWE, and they go, well, check out AEW. And then they do, and they go, holy shit, this is awesome. Or like, I want to see some like cool, very traditional stuff. Well, hey man, check out New Japan, or check out or anything. And then they tune in and go, so now you've gained a fan because of WWE. And that's awesome, because it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not meant to be for every single person to like every single thing they do. But when one is doing good, it helps everybody. It's the same as the superstars. The better Roman Reigns does, the more people tune in, the better it is for everybody. That's why he makes the big bucks. And you're exactly right. Like, you can't knock the success of someone just because it's not for you.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we got a lot. We hit a nerve with the Busted Open Nation. They want to talk about this. Are you ready?
Come on in.
Let's get back to the nation. Let's go to Brittany in Charleston. Good morning, Brittany.
Hey.
What do you got, Brittany?
Tell you how it was.
Oh, okay. How was it?
He does not move like a 77-year-old, that's for sure.
Fucking guy, man, has not lost it. I'm going on the 20th to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I'll be there. So if any Nation members are going, let's hang out. But I'm really looking forward to it. And dude, he never disappoints. Of course, Nation member Nita Strauss is the guitarist again in Alice Cooper,
Yeah,
so she's gonna kill it.
I got a guitar pick, and I tried to get her. So yeah, it was awesome.
That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. What do you think about our conversation this morning?
About Will Ospreay?
Yeah, just about like AEW and this conversation. Or you just wanted to call in to tell me Alice was great, which is fine.
I wanted to call in to tell you Alice was great, but then I came home. I thought the camera work was awesome. There were a few mic hiccups, but like I thought the show last night was awesome too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't. And Brittany, thanks for the phone call. I wouldn't call it an awesome show last night, but it was a good show last night for AEW.
Yeah, I one thing I don't, and WWE is, I've been in it where I've done a 12, 14 minute opening talking segment. I've done several of them. And I prefer when a show gives me a little bit of action out of the gate. And I'm sure they had a dark match or something in AEW. Like I said, I've not been backstage or been to an AEW show to be able to watch it top to bottom. I went to the one in Orlando a while back and watched Okada and Ospreay, which was amazing. But I want to hook those viewers right out of the gate with some action. We went last night on the AEW show, I think like 22 minutes before we saw any action. And it could have been something as simple, because I loved the Hangman promo. I loved Ospreay coming out and saying the things he said. I liked him calling him out on the redemption aspect, that, Hangman is on this redemption quest to figure out who he is and what he is. And which, I said it a couple weeks ago, like, I just don't have a connection to Hangman. And I think last night kind of started to really spark one with his promo. Like, now I'm finding out who he is, what he's about. And when Don Callis' crew came out, they could have had one overzealous guy kind of maybe hit the ring and let Hangman and Will bounce him around and send him flying, just to give me some action before, and then let Don Callis talk. But I mean, talk about the heat he's got when he's trying to talk on the microphone. Even Ospreay, held his ear to be like, I can't hear you. These people are booing you out of this building. But I think if you'd given me some action, because I wanted to see, I like the tension between Ospreay and Hangman. I was like, are they going to go? But for me, I'm going, what's their out? Because I don't want to see them fight. But what's the out? Because if they just back up and walk away, it's going to be flat. And then Don Callis came out. But I think maybe someone should have fed in or something to give me some action. Give me 2 seconds of Ospreay, Hangman working together, bounce them out of the ring. We get that stare off between them, and now Don Callis talks. But you give me action. When I go 22 minutes, all great promos, like the FTR promo and the video package and all of that, but it was 22 minutes, commercial free, no action.
The other thing too, and they did it last night, is and too many times they get Tony Schiavone like involved in something that's physical. Like you do it. I remember back in the day when I watched Georgia Championship Wrestling, nobody put their hands on Gordon Soley. So when Roddy Piper did it, like Roddy Piper came to Gordon Soley's defense, but like when it happened once, it happened one time. Like now we've seen it like a half a dozen times where somebody's put their hands on Tony's. It kind of loses the effect when you do it that much, you know?
Absolutely. I think the audience still wanted to see when he shoved him back, when Tony shoved him back. Like it was a good moment. But like also you got Taz sitting at the table who can kick some serious ass. Like, you know, we saw it with the stuff with McAfee and Cole, where Gunther attacked Michael Cole. Pat McAfee said, I'm not sitting by and watching this. And he jumped in and Pat took the bullet. You know, he got choked out in front of the world. And then his buddies jumped the barricade. Like, I loved how that was done. But I think, you know, I think Taz is a legitimate, badass, tough guy. I mean, I've used him to piss off Terry Taylor one time, which was one of the funniest things ever because I got yelled at and sent out of the room, but it was worth it with Taz. And I'll tell that story after this. But, you know, where's he? Why is he not jumping up and, you know, grabbing something to back the dudes off of his teammate on the commentary table? I think it kind of, I get it. We want Tony to feel like the victim and whatnot, which I love the FTR angle of we're the victims. It's so frustratingly good in that aspect. But yeah, you got to evolve it somehow. If you just keep picking on him, I'm like, well, he's a puss, man. He's either going to suck it up or, you know, sorry about you.
But also Tony Schiavone last night, like, stepped up. And I was like, holy shit, he's in, dude, he's as tall as FTR. Like, that's the first thing I noticed is like, dude, he's staring them down eyes to eyes. Like, that was like very jarring for me when I was watching that last night.
Yeah. And I think you heard the rumble with the audience. I think they felt the same. They kind of were like, oh shit, like, what's going to happen here?
I was like, Tony Schiavone might be able to take him fucking out. Like, I was like, holy shit, man.
When they're standing there and he held that microphone, they both look pretty swolled up. They're nice and jacked. So Tony might be in trouble, but
they are jacked. There's no doubt about it. And you mentioned about Hangman and Ospreay. I felt like last night for me, like Hangman was good. He reminded you of some things, but like last night is like where I was like, Will Ospreay is the guy. Like that, you know, when he was in the ring, but like Hangman Page is, to me, he's like, he may have been the guy at some point. He's not the guy right now. Will Ospreay is definitely that guy. All right, let's go back out to the Busted Open Nation. Let's go out to our good friend Drake out in LA. Let's get Drake in before school starts. What's going on, Drake?
I'm great, Dave. It's great to talk to you. Great to talk to you too, Bishop. And today I wanted to talk about sort of the aspect of the online criticism and criticism from other companies versus like the fans in stadium. Because personally, the last AEW show that I went to was Revolution in March, and the last WWE show that I went to was the Intuit Dome, the first ever Raw on Netflix. And so I sort of wanted to talk about how, like, with what Ospreay said, and what a lot of people online that want to just criticize. And obviously, you need a good story and you need great matches. But the Intuit Dome, a friend, Sharif, who used to work for WWE, who actually went to WrestleMania, and he said the place was going crazy. So I really think it matters, not so much as the online criticism, because obviously you need to have like your great stories and great matches, but you also need the fans just going crazy. And I feel like WWE, even with that Omaha Raw the other day, has been doing a very good job, like with the fans being really well and mostly being packed for the shows. So I think the criticism, I don't know, I think WWE could have definitely stepped it up with the Mania Night 2 main event, but we're away from that. So I think WWE is doing very well.
Well, I mean, and Drake, and thanks for calling. I don't think anybody was saying that. I don't think anyone was saying that the WWE is not doing well. I think just the opposite. The WWE has been on a very, very hot run. But Drake did make a good point, Bishop, as far as like the hot crowds.
Yeah.
The AEW going to the smaller venues, like the one that we went to, that we saw last night in Detroit, that is definitely the best move for AEW, because listen, it's going to affect you. If you're in a 15,000 seat arena and you only have 3,000 fans, it's going to affect the fans. But if you're in a 2,000 venue and every seat has been bought and it's sold out, you're going to get a crowd like you did last night in Detroit.
100%. I think I would rather have a packed house of 2,000 people going nuts than 3,000 or 4,000 in a 10,000 arena and it feels dead. Even if they have the same energy, it just feels dead when you're in the ring and you're performing. And so not only does it come across better for the superstars in the ring, but it comes across better on television, and it makes you excited to see it, versus if you watch a show and you can clearly see half the arena's empty, you're like, it must not be that good. But if you're watching the show, the normal people in the world right now, I can tell you, don't care how many people are there. If it's packed and they're going nuts. If you're worried about attendance and all of that on Twitter, that is your problem and your problem only. Because when I tune in and watch and I see 2,000 to 3,000 people, a packed house in a venue that looks cool, I'm looking at it as, man, these guys are doing great. They're superstars. People are paying to see them. And now, obviously, it is much cooler to see 10,000 people in an arena of 10,000 sold out, but like they've gone to a position where now I think they can kind of work backwards, where they were in some arenas and they were getting this 40% occupancy. And look, I've been in WWE when we were doing 40 and 45% capacity, and the camera guys are brilliant in their ability to shoot around it. But when you're performing, you feel that, and you look to hard cam and you're selling to that hard cam, and there's nobody there to feed off of. It is tough. And so they're giving them a much better platform to become superstars and feed off the energy of the audience. And so I think it's just better to do that for them. And they've kind of started over, and they're going to build back up, because I think 6 months from now, if they continue to put on the product that they're putting on with stories and these superstars and the passion for their company, they're going to go, hey, we got to move to 4,000 to 5,000 person venues, and let's get those sold out, and they can continue to grow that way. But when you have that packed capacity house, regardless of the size, the casual fan that is watching will take it in as much bigger than it is.
Yeah, and I think when you look at AEW right now,